Surgeries.
Yeah, over this. So she had explained to me what it was. It was this room that she went with a bunch of people. They spent the night. She slept really good. And that's what healed it, the EES. And so I started to ironically look into it, and there was no place in Santa Clarita. And then through Chris Velona, he introduced me to Susie, and Carl started going.
Yeah.
And I was seeing remarkable. One thing about autoimmune is your brain's really affected.
Yeah.
Your thoughts are affected. You don't remember things. It's hard coming up with the words that come out. And, my mom kind of had that when she had chemo. We used to call it her chemo brain. With Carl, it was autoimmune, whatever brain that was really delaying him. It was almost like someone was short-circuiting him. So he went for, I think, a few months without me. And then Susie invited me to go. And it's been remarkable, the results. Carl's brain is almost back to where he was. He's remembering things. It's unreal. His strength is unreal. He works out on a rower every day. And it's all thanks to this wonderful woman that's bringing this to our community. But we're
exciting.
also finding out, we're part of a React 19 group, which is a group of injured people through vaccines. Carl's injured because of the shingles vaccine. He got Guillain-Barré from that. And they're finding amazing results with the EES system and cancer.
Yes.
Ooh.
Have you talked about that
I
yet?
haven't talked about it yet.
Let's go.
Okay. So we have a fantastic testimonial of my own father-in-law. So he had been diagnosed with esophageal stage 4 cancer. They had told him that he was going to be on chemo for the rest of his life and that he was on palliative care. It was a very aggressive cancer, and they told him there was no way that he was going to survive from this. So I said, "Oh no, 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 that's not the case. let's not freak out." So I knew that the E system had to be part of the equation. He wanted to do some chemo, which I said, "Okay, no problem. Do some chemo, no problem." But the EE system works to protect in a way, and it's also getting to the core issue of the cellular dysfunction, which is what causes cancers. So he did 80 hours in the EE system. He did 4 rounds of chemo, some ivermectin, and we put him on a strict keto diet because you shouldn't be feeding cancer sugar ever.
Ever.
Regardless of what a doctor tells you, you do not feed cancer sugar because it lives off of that. It feeds off of that. So 80 hours later, he does his first PET scan after the initial one, and they were stunned because they said, "We can't find any active cancer anymore."
Wow.
And that was 4 months down the road, 4 months into it, where he said and we asked the oncologist, "Is this typical, these results that they got and that he's gotten?" And they said, "Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is not something we typically see. This is absolute best case scenario." I think they honestly believed that it was going to just pop back up again. Well, now he's had 2 more PET scans since then. It's been 6 months, and he still has no active cancer. And they don't even see the tumors anymore.
That's remarkable.
Yeah,
Well, and
it's
I've got
incredible.
something. I just had 2 biopsies on my esophagus because they were worried about cancer, and my gallbladder was taken out years ago. So I have to be very careful with everything that I eat.
Sure.
And what's amazing is I eat these doTERRA chewable digest tablets before I eat so that I don't get the heartburn. I haven't had any heartburn since I've been doing the EES.
Wow.
It
Oh, my
literally
goodness.
helps with everything. If there's a cell involved, it's for you. That's what I tell people, because that's what it's really working on. It's working at a cellular level, and there's nothing else that addresses our bodies at a cellular level. That's why when I say that EE system is completely groundbreaking and revolutionary, it's because it is. There's nothing out there that really treats you at that level.
Well, I've beaten cancer twice. And I mean, chemotherapy kills the bad,
And
but
the good.
It also
Yeah.
kills the good.
Yes, it does.
And I have cancer here.
Yeah.
And I have to go to the doctor today. He's going to
Zap.
take another little piece out of it to see how far it is.
Yeah.
And then decide whether he's going to take it all out. So I may come in here like this one day.
The effects of chemotherapy as well go on for years.
Yes.
It's not just a-
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
it really does.
That's
And
very
radiation
true.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And of
I mean-
course, the older you are, the less your body can heal quicker.
right.
Right.
Yes.
It just doesn't
Yeah.
work.
My mother, father-in-law, and mother-in-law all had cancer at the same time. My mother and my father-in-law died 2 months of each other, and then my mother-in-law died a year before my mom did. I only wish that there was something like that then.
Sure.
Oh yeah. I have
Well,
the same
I had
story.
my cancer when I was 75. I had the second one when I was 85. And I told my kids if I get it when I'm 95, I'll beat it again.
Absolutely.
Well, I had
But-
my cancer when I was 50, but I know nothing about this kind of a modality that you could
Yeah,
or treatment.
nobody knows.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. We have a center owner in London we just had a conference with him, and he has close to 100% success rate with cancer, with beating cancer, reversing it with his clients. And he's kind of gotten known for doing all this stuff. And I've spoken to him and I said, what are you guys doing in addition to the e-system? Because I never claim that that's the only thing you should do, because there's other things that should be done with it, other modalities that go along with
The
it.
holistic approach too.
Exactly. It's a holistic approach. It's not a one and done. You have to do all the other things that go with it. It's a protocol. And I asked him what those were, and I said, "Oh, those were all the things that we already did with my father-in-law. So we were already doing it." And he's, like I said, close to 100% success rate. He says he has better success with the people who don't do chemo.
And we're
Yes.
talking to Susie Riggs
Yeah.
from BioRecharge, www.biorecharge.net. They can call you as well to get information on this. And you're here in Santa Clarita.
I am. I'm here local. Yeah, longtime resident.
661-206-2858. So take us through the process. They come to see you, and how does it all come together?
Okay, so it's super simple. It's really not a
Bring a pillow and a blankie,
yeah, exactly.
and I get the king-size bed. Now, Carl gets up several times a night to use the restroom and wakes me up. So at Susie's, I can sleep in a separate bed, but in the same room. Carl gets the smaller
Yeah.
bed, and I sleep like I've never slept in my life.
Wow.
And it's such a gift because I go, and I need that sleep. And Carl, because even when we're home, he gets up and I wake up, and then it takes me a while to get back to bed. So I go to bed very early. We get up very early, but it's bring a pillow and a blankie and out like a light.
Yeah, those are the overnight sessions. We also have daytime sessions where people spend a few hours in a recliner, and same thing, bring your blanket, get cozy, and take a nap.
So is it like a dark room?
Yeah, it just has the system running, which is 36 computer screens running a program. So those are what create the light in the room, biophotonics or colliding. It's, if you want to hear the science, go to the website. And that's what's creating the only light in the room is from those computer screens. And it's nice, quiet, it's calming, soothing.
And cell phones turned off. Jerry.
Absolutely, yes. Well, I caught her once or twice.
But I'm not on it.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that has helped me is that I don't sleep with it next to the bed.
Yeah.
I sleep because I know the radiation that comes out of it. But this has made me more aware of everything so that we can make this experience the best that we can and get whatever we can get out of it on a cellular level. And for me, the acid reflux that's huge.
Wow.
Huge.
It's incredible. I mean,
Yeah.
This is, and Chris, you can go down.
No, Chris,
if
you
want.
could step in because I've got a meeting.
Thank
you, Jerry.
Bye-bye, Jerry.
Jerry Cerati Goldman. There you go. And for you, Chris, I mean, there's got to be a sense of elation when you bring your son in and you see the results. I mean, that's That's really special. That's special.
It is.
Yeah.
It's it was definitely surprising. It was definitely different. You know, again, my attitude was like, whatever. It's just I'm supporting my best friend.
Well, yeah, I think you did the point too. That it's like you'll try anything.
Yeah, at that point, I mean, I was pretty much done.
Yeah.
It was really defeating. You go to the hospital a lot in this category for rare disease, but that last trip really sunk in that it was
That was
it.
scary.
It was it,
Yeah.
you know, so being yelled at by doctors and being yelled at, you know, by my ex-wife and all these other people. I was just like, I ain't doing anything anymore. And then, you know, one more time you get pulled in, and this was something that was incredibly life-changing for Sebastian. So, yeah, all in.
Yeah, I have to say, you were super skeptical at the beginning.
Well,
Very.
Well, how could you not be in
Yeah,
this?
exactly.
In my world, I mean, in her world, she's just like really excited about one thing after another after another. She's a very entertaining entrepreneur. She's very successful in a lot of different categories here in town. She won't talk about herself, but I will. And one of the things is that I love about Susie, she was just very supportive and enthusiastic about helping others, and she's been no stranger to Sebastian. They're like, you know, second besties.
Now this is the senior hour. So, what are the effects positively for seniors that want to try this?
Well, lots of effects. We've seen some really great testimonials on all kinds of things brain related. Dementia, Alzheimer's. Again, I can't say it cures it. It's the body getting what it needs to heal itself.
Right.
Alzheimer's and dementia a lot of times are related to metals that are in the brain. So this helps detox the metal toxicities.
Okay.
So the brain just starts to regenerate. It's the body doing the work. The system is not doing the healing. It's your body doing the healing. But that's a lot of what we see. My dad one morning, he was cracking me up. He came and did a bunch of hours. And he comes running in and he's like, wait, look at this. And he's walking like this super straight line, one foot in front of the other. And I'm like, what are you doing, Dad? And he's like, I can walk straight. I go, and? Like, what's the big deal? Well, you know, I'm thinking myself as a 50-year-old. And well, he's 92. He's like, I haven't been able to walk a straight line in years. He goes, look at this, look at this. And he's standing on one foot. He's got total balance back. It was incredible. Wow. Just so sturdy. And it dawned on me afterwards. I go, oh, I guess that's a really big deal for a 92-year-old to have stability. It can keep them from having falls and hurting themselves. So he was just so excited. It just made me laugh. It was so cute. But it's just one thing after another that I'm seeing. You know, I have another lady who had gout. She had terrible arthritis in her hands. She could barely cook anymore. And lo and behold, after a few overnights, her hands, she could move them freely without the pain. She'd had a bunch of knee surgeries. She'd gone through a lot, and her mobility was completely back. She was actually able to go up a set of stairs for the first time in 5 years after doing some of these overnights.
That's amazing.
It was incredible. Yeah.
That's really, really cool.
It's fun.
So we need
should
to
take a break.
don't we?
We do.
Yeah, we do.
This is the Senior Hour, Barbara from Cochran, with me, Mike Dowler, on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS and FM 98.1.
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Mike Dowler, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. And we're speaking with Susie Riggs and her guest,
Christopher Velona.
Chris Verona. And let's continue this very, very interesting
Okay.
conversation. And I'm supposed to read something, aren't I? Is it expensive?
Yes, everybody has that question. Is it expensive? Not necessarily. We have packages that really fit within anybody's budget. That was one of my goals, is to make it affordable.
Right.
So everybody could try it, and especially for people who have big issues like cancers and autoimmunes. Those are not things that get resolved very quickly. You have to come in a lot of hours. So we have packages with those larger amount of hours that are very reasonably priced. Some of them are as low as $16 an hour. So it's it's actually,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's very reasonable, very reasonable.
Wow. That's amazing.
So they can just contact you, make an appointment?
Yes. Oh, and then I wanted to mention that I have a special running for our KHTS listeners.
Oh, tell us.
Something special for them.
Tell us, yeah.
2-hour introductory for $50.
Wow.
Does that include you and me?
It includes
know.
you guys too. You guys
Yeah.
are listeners, right?
Wait a
Part of
minute.
the family, yes.
Do I
absolutely.
get that? I mean, I've been
Not
doing
you.
it. I don't get that.
No, you
Oh,
definitely
with
don't
9
get
months
that.
going with it, I don't get a discount.
Even with the positive
You've gotten
vibe
lots
shirt,
of
you don't get it.
discounts.
Yeah.
I want the KHTS
You want-
discount.
Okay, you could come in and do 2 hours for $50.
Oh, thanks.
Fine.
What
So-
has the medical industry said about this?
Nothing.
Why
Absolutely
why do you think that is? Jeez, pray tell.
Why is that?
I think we all
if,
know.
If I had to guess, it's because they don't really want us healing ourselves because there's no profit in it.
Yeah,
So-
the doctors don't want that.
No, exactly. Big pharma is going to have a little to say about you healing your own body. And that's what this energy does. It heals your own body. So I think that's why. And, I have to be careful about what I say because
Sure.
I don't want big pharma coming after me.
The positive thing about this is it's non-invasive.
Completely.
No
You're not attached
vaccines,
to
no
anything.
pills. Yeah.
Exactly. There's no pills. There's a protocol that you should follow, which includes that detox bath that I mentioned earlier. You should clean up your diet because all of us should. It's not because of the system. Just because
true.
we're all going to get a better benefit from it.
Sure.
But those are the main two things. Increase your water. But you go in there, you lay down in a recliner, you take a nap. There's nothing connected to you. So it's 100% non-invasive.
So what do you mean you take a nap?
Ideally, you
you-
go in there to sleep.
But what's happened if you've had a full night's sleep and you can't sleep during the day? Because I
So-
don't nap during the day. I've never done that.
Yeah, I don't either.
So-
I just keep
Do
going.
you want me to answer that? Because
Yeah, I want him to answer
so-
that just because it's kind of a fun
I
answer.
understand. I can completely relate to you. I was the same way. Who naps in the day? We're adults, right? So, but anyone will tell you that a 15-minute nap is amazing.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
15 minutes? How can you go to sleep for 15 minutes?
Well, you start by training your body, maybe set a timer. But what I'm trying to tell you is that when you go into these rooms, it completely changes how you feel. I've often been teased that I'm angry Chris. And I go into these rooms angry, and then within 10 minutes, I'm feeling very calm and not angry anymore. So it's very incredible. I mean, you should just go for yourself just to see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'd love for you to come and witness it yourself,
Sure.
feel it, and then you can come and report back to all your listeners.
This has been great.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is
Wouldn't that be
amazing.
fantastic?
Yes.
I'd
Again,
love it.
give us your phone number again.
661-206-2858.
BioRecharge.net is the website, and check it out. BioRecharge, Susie Riggs, and Chris Velona. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
And that's a wrap.
Whoa.
So yeah.
Wow.
It
that
went
was
quickly,
easy.
didn't
Yes.
it? Too quickly.
You want to take us out?
Well, I can certainly do that. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Mike Dowler, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS, hometownstation.com. Now go and enhance your quality of life.